Yeah, man, the governmental lead should be something special. So I said, man, I gotta get in shape. I mean, I'm still in good shape, but I want to get in good shape so I can, you know, give these guys a good run. So Fire for sure got all the basketball players. Education, obviously, because everybody there in education, Zora them. We're there in sports park. So right now it's really only me, Leo, and Calvert, and a couple other guys. But we were getting shape. Hey, we're going for them, man. A lot of trash talking going on right now in St. Croix. Trust me, a lot.
I need to stream them games, man. Them games need to
Well,
be streamed.
I gotta
yeah,
do
Like
my
Facebook
best.
or
That's
whatever.
a great idea. That's a great
Yeah,
idea. I
for
gotta do
real.
my best to get these games live. I'm trying to figure out how I can mic these games and play at the same time. Maybe I might have to wear a mic and play. Say bye, come by,
That
there,
you know
crassy
what
bye.
that'd be good if you could wear a mic
that
and
would,
play for
that
real.
would be awesome. That would be
Yeah,
That would
real
be
that'd
good.
be
amazing. That
nice.
would be amazing. But
Well,
it's
good
about
night,
fun, man.
good night, fellas. How good evening? How everybody doing?
Safe, man. Bless up, man. Good evening, good afternoon.
Before we get started, we have a lady on the panel, and we have to wish her a happy Mother's Day. First and foremost, happy
Facts.
Mother's Day, Carrie Ann.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you. I
Happy
Happy
appreciate
Mother's
Mother's
the
Day.
Day.
love.
Happy Mother's Day, Carrion.
I
Happy
hope
Mother's
you
Day,
get
K-pop.
all the appreciation treatment throughout the whole day. I hope you're getting all you deserve.
Do you
Yeah,
think her,
definitely. You
her
know,
daughter can't cook for she yet?
Couple more years. Couple more years. Couple
she
more
can't
years.
she can't cook yet, but she sure did feed me though. So that was pretty cute.
Well, that's
That's
good.
what's
And she
up.
Yes, yes,
reading
I'm
because I
feeling
saw
the
the video.
love.
She reading and stuff, so that was really cool to see that.
Yeah,
So
man. She's well on her way to reading and just being a little prodigy. She's
that's good.
definitely
Prodigy.
Well,
my
that's
mini me.
good, man. That's good.
Yep.
Mumba, Tegan, happy Mother's Day to our wife.
Happy Mother's Day, man. You know.
Bless up. They definitely appreciate it. My daughter cooked for my wife, and I was assisting her, so I know she really appreciates it. So yeah, my daughter is very excited, and I must big up my daughter too. So she won a softball game. They're in the championship on Tuesday. She's the pitcher. So again, I watch free will see if they
That's
can win
what's
a
up,
championship.
man.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yes,
Good luck to
Yeah,
and
her.
I
man.
saw
That's
some
big,
clips.
man. That's
My
big.
girl
That's
Yeah,
got
big.
skills.
Hey, if she
yeah.
need
We
any
got still
tips,
going
if she
on.
need any tips, I right here, you know. If she need any tips, trust
I
me.
don't tell her I coming in like Kevin Hart. All right, all right, all right. My daughter gonna pitch the
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Just don't wear those sweats he was talking about. Dress
No, no,
properly.
no. They actually asked me to go on the mic, but when I told them, no, my daughter's pitching, so I won't do the game in terms of miking the game, but I'll go and check
Okay.
it out. That's Tuesday.
That's what's
Okay.
up. Well, good luck to
That's
her.
nice, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
happy Mother's Day to the women, who are watching. Definitely to the viewers. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, definitely, man. Happy Mother's Day to all the females, all the women. You know.
Man, I was saying that last night at the ballpark. We had St. Thomas came over, and I was wishing all the women happy birthday, and I said, damn. The women they get everything with summer. Wait until Father's Day. All the women them shout out, you like Tegan, you like
Hey,
Uh,
let me ask you a question. How much are you know, or when did I know Mother's Day was today?
I did
I
not.
find out. I actually find out. I think it was like this morning or yesterday or something. I can't remember.
Yes,
Boy, it was
I
last
find
week.
out. I find out when we was on the court last week Sunday, and we were talking about next Sunday. That a lot of man was saying they ain't coming on the court because next week Sunday is Mother's Day. And I was like, really? Like already?
Yeah,
Mister,
it was very quick.
that come up so
Uh,
fast, my son, so fast. No,
Yes.
isn't Mother's Day usually the third Sunday in the month, or is it the first Sunday? I was the first
Second.
Sunday, second.
Second, yeah.
Sunday.
Okay,
That's why it crept up because the first Sunday of this month was the first. So nobody realized, even me, like I had to plan my church Mother's Day program and I didn't realize it was this past Sunday either till I got back from St. Croix. So yeah, I'm in the same boat with you. It kind of crept up on us.
man.
Yeah,
Well,
it was very, very quick because trust me, I mean, like my sis would tell you, we had a week of activities, and once the family member left, after the funeral and stuff like that, it was like, dude, I didn't know nothing. And then I realized, what, Thursday, Sunday's Mother's Day? No, sir. It was like this. I said, I better get on the ball or something.
Yeah.
How was and rest in peace to our aunt. How was all the activities? How was it seeing all your family members and people who are in members who are in C for such a long time? How was that?
Go ahead,
And
sis. You go.
thank you for sharing all the videos that you share. You know, it looked like you were having a lot of fun. So I always think when someone pass, it's more about celebrating their life, not mourning the death. You know what I'm saying? I always prefer the celebration more than the mourning the death, because I'm pretty sure I had lots of wonderful memories of our aunt.
Yeah, sure, I can go first. So, my aunt was a very fun loving person. So, honestly, her send off was just like the greatest expression of who she was. Like, she wouldn't want you to be sad and just down the whole time. Like, she would turn anything into a party. So, it was definitely great to have all of our relatives come together, people we haven't seen in so long. Like, some of my relatives I haven't seen in over 10 years. So, it was good that all of us came together, and we mourned her loss, but we did it in a way where we celebrated her life, right? Because she was just such a fun loving person, and the way we sent her off, it was just the perfect reflection of who she was. So I was very happy with that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man, that's true facts. I mean, like my sis say, ain't much more I can add. I was talking to Mumba earlier and my sis. It wasn't the typical funeral where everyone was. Yeah, we felt the pain, but we understand that she was struggling in terms of living the everyday daily life because she was in so much pain, getting chemotherapy and stuff like that. She lost her leg, and when the time comes, the time just comes, and we just wanted to remember her in the positive instead of the negative, and just having to see even so many family members from Antigua who fly up from the States, from Canada. I mean, I met is she our cousin, Moody?
Yeah,
I,
Sharon,
I, I yeah, I met some people I didn't even know
daughter.
as my family, and I was like, wow, it's just amazing. Bittersweet. They kind of sad that we have to meet so many family members when it's a death, but at least we get an opportunity to meet them, and now we can actually stay in touch and say, look, let me stay in touch. It don't have to be a death or some kind of tragic situation that we keep in touch. So it's good that my daughter and stuff can meet that side of the family. And that's just my father's side. Imagine my mother's side. It was so many people. So many people. So we have a huge family.
I saw that. We definitely saw that in
Really,
our
Yeah.
it wasn't
videos.
even everybody. That was my
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
half, if that.
Did she have
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
kids? Did she have any kids?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she has 3 kids.
Nice, man. Rest in peace to your aunt, man, and happy Mother's Day to all the individuals who lost their mother as well too. Her kids them probably going through a tough time right now, especially with Mother's Day and stuff like that. No one can really understand the pain and suffering that kids gotta go through, especially at these type of days and stuff like that when someone loses their mother and stuff like that. So definitely keep your head up to everybody who lost their mother, and stay strong.
Yeah.
Definitely rest in peace. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Same to you, Mumba. Rest easy for your mother,
Yeah, yeah. Most
because I
definitely
know
appreciate it.
Definitely.
Yeah,
no,
man.
this
So,
is
Yeah.
your
Bless up with that.
first Mother's Day without her.
so yeah, appreciate it, man. Give thanks, So definitely rest in peace to Ayo, to both Ayo and them, So
Yeah, man. We appreciate that. And on a brighter light, we hear all about CBA. So let me get into it and let me see what's going on. Sis, let the thing roll. Let the thing roll.
so Kara, before you get started, kind of explain what CBA means, in case anyone who doesn't know, you know.
I was gonna say Tegan should be the one to explain, because Tegan actually started Choices Basketball Association before I even got involved. So how about you, bro? Give us the
Yeah, I'll
history
explain
behind
it. I mean,
CBA and how you came up with this idea. Take it away.
no, basically, look, Choices Basketball. association. It's just something that came out my heart, out my spirit. I was playing professionally. Everything that I've attained in terms of my professional career, Pang, you and Mumba noticed, my sis noticed, it came from St. Croix and the Virgin Islands. I started my entire basketball career in St. Croix, played on the national team, went to college, played, earned a career, went into the professional realm, and so many people throughout just helped me, and they pretty much changed my life in terms of I didn't know I was gonna become a professional basketball player. I had no idea. With guys like Coach Donald Ball, obviously Dean Haywood, Cyril Benjamin, and St. Thomas. Rest in peace, Alvin Jarvis. A lot of those coaches saw something in me which, I never thought that I had within me. So somebody from the outside had to see something in you to push you to the next level. And all of us can attest to that. And once I began playing professionally, I said, man, I got to find a way to give back to St. Croix. St. Croix gave me everything I have now. I was living the best life. I was making a lot of money, traveling the world, living in the top class hotel, flying first class. I was doing everything. The life that a lot of people dream of, I was actually living, meeting all the most famous people and stuff like that. But I was humble enough to know that I didn't want to just hold it for myself. I wanted a way to make other Virgin Islanders experience this experience, to let them know that this was attainable. So in 2005, I said, man, I need to find a way to give back to the VI. And there wasn't a man lead in 5 years. Remember, Shaky was the last person. Big up to Shaky. He was the last person to run man lead. And the last man lead was run in 2000. And in 5 years, we didn't have a man lead. And I said, you know what? This might be a way for me to give back. And in 2005, I created a nonprofit association, Choices Basketball Association. And in my spirit, nobody knows this, and I'm saying this right now. I said every month, every season I play, I'm going to dedicate a month's salary of my basketball career to Choices Basketball. So every month I would actually put $15,000 to $20,000 in Choices Basketball for man lead. A lot of people didn't know that, but I did that. Still looking for sponsors and stuff like that. We had sponsors here. They obviously, depending on the government, I know that the money was not going to be as quick and fast. So I was backing the man lead with my own money. And it was not something to say that, hey, this is my money, blah, blah. It was just my way to say, thank you for raising me. And I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And I'm trying to raise more future Virgin Islands athletes. So Pang, you and Mumba was part of 2005 man's league. We knocked it out of the park for 5 years. Choices Basketball pretty much started from 2005 until 2000. Right now we're in 2022. We have run summer league every year except the hurricane years. So only 2 years we have missed in 22 years of running summer leagues. And Choices Basketball have been doing this for more than 20 years on St. Croix, running summer leagues, taking kids to trips, going to Puerto Rico, going to the States, getting guys scholarship. And I just felt that this was my way to continue producing more future Virgin Islands athletes. And I just hope many of the athletes them appreciate what we have done. And even if they have not become professional player like myself and great players like you guys, at least they have become better Virgin Islanders. And that was my goal. I just wanted to create an option to give these young people. And we're still going. We ain't stopping. We're still going. And that's basically the legit of Choices Basketball.
That's what's up.
I remember when it started. I remember for the summer league, my league. I remember you used to. I was playing baseball, and you would tell me like Carl, and I would call, and it would be like during the game and stuff like that, and you'd be talking on the mic, and I would be hearing. That used to be dope, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, my lead was one of the best I mean, people used to send down for Pang. Pang was in Jacksonville. Pang was flying down unannounced.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing was crazy. I mean,
I remember that celebrity.
yeah,
Mr.
man.
Yeah,
I
celebrity.
believe it was one of the best event ever in St. Croix. We had people from St. Thomas flying over. I had fun doing it. Unfortunately, a lot of greed got in it, and I kind of had to back away a little bit because of the greed. But I didn't stop. Instead of working with the men leads, I just transfer my focus to the younger generation, and now I'm working with more guys that's 18 and under, and I'm just giving back in different ways.
Yeah, I remember coming home when I was in college. I used to come home. I was running the clock, and helping out any way I could. So I used to come home every summer and help out with Man League. You know what's crazy is I never met Pang during that time. I used to just hear about who Pang was. And it wasn't until your wedding that I actually met Pang face to face and put the name to the face. But everybody used to always talk about how bad Pang was, and they used to fly him in for tournaments and stuff. But I used to leave to go back to school before he would show up, because he would only show up for playoffs. He was never there for the regular season.
Now he will come for one game at the regular season. He had to play one game, so they used to fly in for a weekend.
Like the last game before the next.
Let Pang play, and then send him back, and then all of a sudden he's here for the playoff.
When you
Sammy was beast.
when you first met me, Carry On, did I have that glow like Michael Jordan?
Oh please, whatever. No.
That glow. Michael Jordan glow.
But yeah, man, Tegan, I must say I didn't come home the first year you run it. I only heard the stories, you know what I'm saying? And but you used to always keep me abreast and what's going on. Like Mumbai, you had me calling a couple nights, and talking on the mic, and so I get to experience it in that way. But then the following year, when you did the league, then I had an opportunity to come home one summer. Well, I was coming home before I started doing the one game and stuff like that. I was still at that point. I was still coming home from the national team, so I was able to come home for the whole summer and play some of the season. But then we would travel, go away. But I'll be back in time for the playoff, playing the playoff and championship or whatever. And then once championship done, fly out. But once the national team thing done, then I start doing a game here and there, and then definitely coming home for the championship weekend. And winning some chips.
Yeah, man. You guys won 4 in a row. That was amazing. That was Hoyas.
I don't know why you didn't
You should have
change the
called it
rules.
Hoyas Summer League.
Should have changed the rules, T. That was not fair.
No,
What do you
it made
mean?
it fun because Guidance used to bring guys from St. Thomas. Remember Jabari Brown used to come over.
Calvert.
Mandem had Calvert used to come over. Mamba used to play for Mandem. So it was just fun. Look, the generation we grew up in, Mumba, Pang, Nate, myself, even you, sis, you was a little later end. We like competition. So we don't care who you bring.
True.
It could have been Allen Iverson. We could have cared less. The
That's
fact that
facts.
you were bringing in all these
That's
big
true.
name players was just more for us to prove that we's big dogs. So it didn't matter who you bring. We just wanted to show our skills, and Hoyas was able to show that their man 4 years in a row were big dogs. That's just the bottom line.
That's
Good
right.
afternoon, people. Good afternoon.
And
True.
it was good. I've been a part of 3 generation of not generation, but I've been a part of 3 league holders. I've been a part of Pedo Man League. I've been a part of Shaky Man League, and then I've been a part of your Man League. So I get to see the difference of the dynamic of how Man League, and I must say, Tegan, from the time when Peter running it, it was very competitive, and it was good.
Rest in peace, Pedo.
Rest in peace, Peter. I think it used to get better when the playoff time come around. That's when people used to come out and watch the game. Regular season, yeah, you'd have the gym will be a little empty, you know.
It depends who are playing for regular season.
Depends on who are playing. But playoff for sure, people come in to watch every game for playoff.
Yeah.
When Shaky took the league, he took it up a notch. You know, Shaky had sponsors. He had the games that used to be live on TV. He had commercial, everything. So Shaky took it up a notch. But then when you took it over, T, and you even took it up further, you know, and just every night your gym used to be rammed. Like every night. Like Shaky Gym was a little more rammed than Peter throughout the season, but playoff it would be full. But once you took it over, every night used to be rammed. Like the gym used to be all the way live.
You're right, P. And it's two things I instrumented that I learned from Europe playing in European basketball. I realized, because I grew up in Shaky Manlead and Peter Manlead as well. I realized that when the teams them are losing and they don't have no hope of playoff, they won't come. And that would cause a lot of forfeit games. And I didn't like that. And when I went to Europe, I realized that the teams that in the top flight, the three last place team, the three teams that's in the bottom, they have to fight to stay up. The two team is going to get dropped down. So I realized that even though these teams were last place, they were playing their heart out because they needed to stay in the top division. Because that's money for them. So I said, I'm going to bring that home to St. Croix. So the two last place team was going to get kicked out, right? And I said one of them is going to stay up. So at the end of the day, the two last place team had to fight to stay in the lead, which makes it so amazing because people used to fill the gym up to see who's going to stay in the lead and who's going to get kicked out. So like teams like Rackers and stuff like that, that was a big game because everybody wanted to know who's staying up and who getting kicked out. And that kept the teams them. I only did that to keep the teams them coming because I didn't want no forfeit game and stuff like that. And that was one of the biggest implementation I brought to the man lead. The second implementation I brought was the micing thing. You know, bringing that kind of uncode commentary. Honestly, I didn't know what the hell I was getting into. I just felt like taking up the mic and talk, and it just became a phenomenon. And I just run with it, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
How much?
Big up C Boogie.
How much praises you used to get for being a mic man? Because I know people, me and you would be driving, and people would ask if they get any game tonight, and if you're gonna be holding the mic. Like how was that? Like it just took on a whole nother character of itself, of another hat you wore on the island.
But some pang. I went to Cayman one day and some dude that was playing in the league like, son Tiga, you won't give me a name yet or no? I need a name. You gotta give me a name. I had to tell this guy, look, I have to see how you play first before I give you a name. If I give you a name, it's gonna stick. He say, T, please give me a name. I need a name. So the name was very, very big and huge at St. Croix. I mean, a lot of the players who I gave name, they still have that nickname today. So I was telling players, be careful of what name I give you. Because like guys who didn't play, they had a guy that named DPPM, BPPM, Bow, please play me. This guy never used to play. So to this day, guys call this guy BP. Be careful of the nickname you get.
Yeah, buddy. There was one dude too. I remember one game, and I'll never forget this. He came on the court, and I guess you had never seen him before, and you literally said, I don't have a name for you yet. And everybody started calling the dude, I don't have a name for you yet.
Yeah, his name was No Name.
No name. I remember No Name.
So you gotta be careful of the nickname you get, because whatever nickname you get is gonna stick.
Yep.
So it was fun. It was just a joy, P, in just knowing that people respected me that much that they said like, dude, I just gotta get a name from T. I just gotta get a name, man. I try not to choose a name to disrespect anybody, but based on how you play, I try to give you a name. And when you look at Mike Jones, Carl, that was not his nickname. I gave him that nickname. You know, you look at the question.
You had a Mike
Oh,
Larry.
Mike Larry. You know what I'm saying? And we had so many names. It's like, it's crazy. I had one dude I called No Socks. They still call it that today. No Socks. That's how it is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know if we're gonna ever get back to that though. I mean, those times are gone. But
Yeah.
if I will ever run a man lead again, it gotta be professional. I will do a professional man lead. I won't do a regular man lead. I will do a professional man lead where now we take out the fun and the comics out of the game, and we start making it serious in terms of this is your job. That's my ultimate goal. Before I die, God, God give me strength. I would like to see a professional leader in St. Croix and within the Virgin Islands.
I was about to ask if you can combine it, if it's going to be a combined league.
Yes, that was my ultimate goal, to see St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. John, and Totola. Those 4 nations join together and have a professional look. Every other nation has it. Puerto Rico has it. DR has it. All the South American countries have it. The only place that does not have a professional league is us. And sadly, we are one of the biggest nations that produce more talent than all of those nations combined per capita. So we have to get ourselves in gear, and that would be my ultimate goal. If I run a league, it will have to be a professional league.
So
That would be good.
now, Tegan explained CBA, how we got started, the foundation. Now, Kerry, how did you get involved?
And what's your role?
I wear many hats, okay? Many hats. But I got involved in CBA, I would say within the last year or so. I've been looking for ways, just like T, to give back to the Virgin Islands. Just knowing how we grew up, I wanted to make an impact. So before getting involved in CBA, I was doing different things like honoring different individuals. Like we got together, the Lady Barras, and we honored Mr. Miller. And then I started thinking we should do more of this, right? The people that have been influential in our lives, we should find ways to give back to them. And I was thinking about doing my own nonprofit, but then it hit me like, why do I need to do my own nonprofit when my bro already have one? So why not join forces with him, and I can, help him advance even more, right? And then being an influence in the community. So within the last year or so, I reached out to my brother and I let him know the ideas that I have. I wanted to honor Mac. Like, we've been trying to do this for a long time with the male Barras, but we just could never get it done. So I was just like, let's join forces and try to get, everyone to honor Mac in the way that he deserves. So we were able to do that. And then, it just hit me where we were honoring Mac. I was like, why not establish some scholarship programs, right? Because, that's a big thing. I remember when I was in high school, if I had more financial support, how further could I have gone? Like, which school would I have chosen if I didn't have to worry about how I would pay for it? So wanting to give other students that opportunity just to have some more financial support. So we established the Kevin Tegan Shepherd Scholarship Program and the Dean Mac Haywood Scholarship Program. So, we want to be able to help students advance, or student athletes especially, not just for complex, but throughout St. Croix, and hopefully we'll be able to also include St. Thomas real soon in getting that done. And then, just thinking about other ways that we can be influential in the Virgin Islands, and just listening to a lot of the complaints that people have. So another thing that dawned on me recently is that, we need our own facility. So people have heard about Choices Basketball Association. They know that TN has ran the man leagues and things like that, but I don't think, physically they really know much about CBA. And so we need to change that, right? We need to have an even bigger impact in the community so they know who we are. They know about the programs that we provide. Like, we have an under 15 and an under 16 travel basketball team. But how many people really know that? You know, we're happy that we have Facebook and social media now. So now we can stream some of the games, and through this podcast, we can make our players more visible. But people didn't really know that till recently, that we have these travel teams, you know, and how much more can we do if we start expanding to include other teams, right? Other sports and things like that. So what I'm proposing now, what I have in the works, is to have a community recreational center. And this is going to be a center that's going to be owned by CBA. So I'm hoping to get a grant from the government of land and, you know, get funding for this project so that we can have a facility where we can actually provide our programs. So think about if we can have our own summer leagues, right? Like T said, have a professional league and we run it out of our own facility. How great would that be, right? Because I know some of the issues we've been facing is getting a gym. Just use a gym from schools. You know, they want to be paid, you know, and I have ran into issues trying to get people's jersey retired. I got to get approvals from this person, that person. Like, it could be so much that you have to go through just to get something done. And it's like, no, we need to have our own facility. So that's something that I'm really working on now, is so that CBA can have its own building. And we want to include all sports. We want to have, you know, softball, baseball. So we want to include a baseball field. We want to have soccer, tennis, even
track and field for sure.
Track and field, definitely. You know, even an aquatic center. So people want to be swimmers. So we're really trying to get this done so that we can really, you know, just help everyone do better. You know.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
That's definitely a great idea.
Well, that's the future goal, and it's definitely attainable. I mean, if we can get to a level where we can be self-sufficient and we can control our own destiny, we can get a lot more done. I mean, I work with government right now. I mean, government has been good in terms of, you know, giving you a push here and there, but it takes a lot of time to get a lot of things done through government. If we can be more self-sufficient and move things in our ways, trust me, P, we can get a lot more done being on the private end than through government. Then government can be pretty much all backup, and that should be our goal. Choices Basketball should look to be self-sufficient.
Without getting into too much details, love the idea, by the way. It sounds attainable as well. You know, seems like we got the right two heads involved and in pushing that forward. How far along are you guys, without giving away too much details or just getting too in depth in what's going on?
Sure. So I can speak to that. So let me first say, out of respect to everybody involved, it's not just me and T, right? Mumba's involved in CBA, Mac is involved in CBA, Jelani Peters, who is Mr. Peters, who runs the track team at Complex. His son is also involved in CBA. And of course, there's Coach Bao. There's also Coffee, you know, and Jamila
Spud as well.
Spud. Yeah. So we don't want to leave out those individuals. It's just that with this particular project, it's been me, T, Mumba, Mac, and Jelani really trying to push everything now to try to get things done. So I have a proposal prepared. That's where we are now. I have a proposal prepared in writing. I have reached out to different individuals in the legislature. I've been meeting with different people as well in the community, just letting them know about our proposal, getting the support that we need to push this forward. So that's kind of where we are now. I am hoping that we will have the land and the funding by 2024. That's our goal. Within the next year, we want to be able to start getting this done. So that's what I'm pushing for. Once I have those pieces in place, I'm going to be reaching out to investors that I know of as well. But I want to make sure that I have the local support to push this forward so that I can move it even further. I even reached out to the NBA Foundation. So they have the proposal as well. They're still reviewing it. So hopefully, you know, we'll even get some help from them. That would be so awesome. Honestly, like if they would help.
Big time, sis. That's big time. Let's get this.
I'm like, I'm so praying that they get back to me soon and just let me know, like, it's a go. because it's really something that they have been looking forward to as well. Like they're looking for programs where they can help the youth, especially people of color, to help them advance as well. So this is right up their alley. So I'm just hoping I get some positive feedback from them, and they help us out with this. So it's definitely in the works. We've definitely got the groundwork going, and I'm just hoping that real soon you guys will start seeing a building going up, and we'll get this done.
That's what's up. That sounds good. I getting excited just hearing it about it. You know what I mean? And it would be good to come home in the summertime, and there's sports going on that we could enjoy. Bring our family, our kids home to enjoy some of the VI sports. So they could get to experience some stuff like that. See what their parents used to do. For the sports people, them who live up here in America. Get to experience some of that VI sports life.
Facts.
Yeah, definitely. That's what it's all about. Bringing back these programs that we were so used to. Like, I remember our summers used to be packed. Like, you had baseball going on, you had basketball, you had softball, there was track, there was soccer. Like, anything you wanted to do, there was something going on that summer that you could check out. Now it's been like nothing. I think COVID really highlighted how much we need recreation in the Virgin Islands, especially because it's like when our youth are idle, they get into all kinds of stuff, crime rate increase, all of that stuff. So, this was one of those avenues where we could really reach kids and keep them off the streets. And so we're really looking to bring those back because we really need those programs.
Definitely.
And with the recreational center, is it going to be involved with like after school programs and stuff like that?
Yeah, we're gonna have the whole works. When I was in Australia, and I visit Australia and Sydney, I saw a recreation center, and also in Spain they have this as well, and in Argentina, and this is what caught my eye. They have an academy just to develop basketball players only. Like literally, it's an after-school program.
Wow.
They tutor you. They make sure you have the best tutors, the best nutrition. But the matter is, you came here to learn basketball. We will help you with education, but you came here to be a basketball player. When I saw that thing just opened up my eyes. Like, dude, from the time you are 8 years old, these guys selected the best basketball players in the territory, put them in a youth camp, train them, have tutors for them to take care of the educational side. But every day they have to spend 5 hours doing some type of basketball activity. I said it's no wonder about Spain, Argentina, and Australia is one of the top teams in the world. The USA does it as well, but obviously the USA does it in a form of IMG and all those prep school, so to speak.
And they have a lot more academies now today than
exactly. So we need to get a form of that where we can start identifying the top talent from the VI. It doesn't mean that the lesser talent can move up into the top tier, but once we start identifying the top talent, it don't make sense to hold them back to try to bring everybody up to their level. We should separate them, let them continue to go further, and then the lesser talent keep working with them. And if they happen to surpass the top talent, so be it. But we shouldn't hold back the specially gifted. You know what I'm saying? And this CBA could be something like that, where we identify the top talent, not just at St. Croix, but throughout the Virgin Islands, and we keep developing it. And that will give motivation to the lesser talent to say, this is where I want to be. I want to get into this field of top talent because I'm feeling disrespected. And it just create good competition for better basketball players.
Absolutely.
You said something, and is there a goal to have a facility in St. Thomas in the future as well too?
Well, currently for me, no. I mean, I haven't really. I'm going baby steps. St. Croix first, then St. Thomas.
No.
There's no disrespect to St. Thomas, but we need to get St. Croix.
No. That's why I said in the future, like future. I mean, like down the line, as once we get the foundation established at St. Croix, etc. moving forward. You know, like what I don't, we not
Well,
we,
the,
we,
the
we
good
can't
thing
predict
about
it.
it is I have a lot of good contacts in St. Thomas, Raheem Smith, Boise Tadman. I mean, I know a lot of the coaches over there who are trying to do major things, Corby, Calendar. So we also share ideas here and there because we want to be one VI. That's another thing we need to get rid of this St. Croix versus St. Thomas stigma. We want to have one solid, strong Virgin Islands unit. And if we can get that core unit to be one strong, then I think we can go a lot further than just having a St. Thomas team and a St. Croix team. I don't like that in basketball. I don't like that in baseball. I don't like that in none of the sports. Let's have the best athletes, period, throughout the territory. And at the end of the day, once they succeed, the Virgin Islands as a whole is going to look good. It's not
Yeah,
about you and me no more.
let me interrupt because I want to ask this question again because I know that people will be watching. I want to make sure I get my question across so nobody doesn't take it any type of way. What I'm saying is that with the CBA, is there going to be a facility at St. Croix only, or the goal is to have a facility in St. Thomas as well moving forward in the future, which is 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now. I understand where you're coming from as we want everybody to be as one, but we this conversation is just talking about CBA as CBA representation. So my question is there a goal to have a facility over in St. Thomas, CBA having a facility over in St. Thomas, or CBA getting involved with someone to maybe have a facility over in St. Thomas?
You want me to go? Well, as of now, we don't have a futuristic goal, but we won't put it out in terms of being a possibility. That could be my best answer.
Okay.
So as we
Yeah.
grow, if we can expand, not only just on St. Thomas, if we can expand on Tatola as well, because Tatola is just, you can just pretty much put Tatola as a Virgin Island as well. So if we can do all three islands, it'll be something great.
Yeah. I think for me, I never like limitations. I always like to think about possibilities, right? Um, Obviously, right now the goal is to get this done at St. Croix, and the reason we focus on St. Croix, number one, St. Croix have the space. I know that for sure. You know, there's a lot of space on St. Croix. I'm not so sure about St. Thomas. When I've been to St. Thomas, those times it seemed very congested. So honestly, in my head, I'm thinking about planning. Where would we even put it? But that's not to say that we would never do it, right? If the opportunity presented itself in the future where we know that St. Thomas has the space, there's a facility or whatever that we may obtain, certainly, you know, we would definitely want to help the youth over in St. Thomas as well. But I don't want CBA's recreational center to be seen as something just for St. Croix either, because if there's top talent in St. Thomas, heck yeah, we want them to come over to St. Croix too, right? And utilize the facility and get trained and all of that. So, you know, it's really for the Virgin Islands, not just St. Croix. The reason we're focusing on St. Croix so much is number one, Tegan lives there. That's where we're all from. But it does have the space. That's for sure.
Well said.
Mumba, can I put you on the spot for a little bit?
Go ahead.
as-
Anytime.
As far as you being a part of the association for CBA, like what's your role that you're gonna play in CBA?
Well, my role is, me personally, I would like to be behind the scenes. I really don't where I'm at in my life right now, I just want to help the kids and their future. Me being up here living in Orlando, I've been blessed and had the opportunities to travel around the country and be a part of different organizations and seeing how facilities is run and what they do with the facilities, you know, and the benefits they have done for many kids. You know, my son started out playing. They have a recreational center where I live, maybe 4 or 5 miles. You know, my son started playing basketball there. You know, Junior Magic League. You know, for beginners basketball, barely could dribble and stuff like that. You know, and you know, if it wasn't for that recreational facility, I'm not sure my son would be in the position he is today. being highlighted with his basketball career. So with me, it's just all my experience that I've seen up here. I was just, talk with the board and just give my input and my ideas. Pretty much that's how I would like my role to be. Anytime I could put my foot down on the ground and help Tegan, carry on, Jelani, Haywood, Bow, physically and St. Croix, I'll do my best because I would definitely love to do that. But as of right now, just my experience and just give ideas and, let carry on, Tegan and the rest of the staff, know what's going on up here and how they do things and maybe, they could do it that way, etc. and stuff like that. So pretty much that's just my role, just mentally, physically, and financially and stuff like that. Just giving an opportunity for the kids, and Tegan has sacrificed a lot, throughout the years and stuff like that. So I'm just honored and appreciative just to be a part of the team, and as well as Carrie Ann, she has sacrificed a lot, honoring the different individuals and stuff. So that's my role, man, just to help out and just, bring ideas to the forefront and do whatever it takes to get it going, so I'm excited, so, like Tegan, I think Tegan or Carrie said, it's all about baby steps and, it's going to take time, financially, the Virgin Islands is not in the right position and stuff like that, but we just doing our best, and all we could do is just try, and just help Tegan and help Carrie out on what they're doing and sacrificing so much, so.
That sounds good. And I that's why I asked if you want to be put on the spot, because I know you're the behind the scene man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we definitely gonna need you to some of the places you have been, some of the places you have touched to, be a link to, like whenever Tegan and them could get this get off the ground with this goal, maybe we could use you as a link to invite some teams from your area to come down and participate in some tournaments once they get to that point.
Yeah, definitely, because Tegan them doing an amazing job with BC and all the other coaches. I don't know the names, so forgive me, and but when they come to Orlando, we didn't get a chance to link the last time they came to Orlando, but when they come this time, like we was talking before we get on live, and once they come up with the team, I'll definitely try and get the individuals up here, in contact with Tegan, and we just network and we just start building and stuff like that. Jaja Richards, he's an individual that's kind of well known throughout Central Florida, and what he does, he has a big program, so we definitely could network with him as well too, and start networking and making some connections where, like you said, which is a great idea, is to get teams to come to the Virgin Islands and stuff like that. So once Tegan and come up and we start networking, and when Carrie Ann is in town, and we just start networking and rubbing shoulders with different individuals and stuff, we could make some good things happen, So you have a question here, how to be a part of this, I have the question up on the screen.
Good, sis.
So when they say I'm part of this, I'm assuming the proposal for the recreational center, right? So one of the things people can do is definitely donate, right? It takes funding to get this done. This is going to be over $12 million to get this project done, right? We're going to do it in phases, but every little bit helps. So we do have our website. It's choicesbasketballassociation.org. If you go on the website, if you're able to give financially, donate. If you want to donate your time, certainly when we get to that point where we have different programs scheduled, you can certainly contact either me, Tegan, or Mumba, and ask us what we got going on if you want to help out that way. So yeah, if you want to give your time and you want to give your finances, we're always open to having people come and help us out. When we run our leagues, it takes, a lot of people to help out with that, right? I used to run the clock. We had referees, we had people doing concession, we had the cleaning crew. Like there's so much labor that we need when we run different programs. We have summer camps too. and things like that. So reach out to Tegan, reach out to myself, reach out to Mumba if that's how you want to be a part of it. But we definitely need financial support right now. So I would say go to our website and definitely give us all the support you can.
All
Bless
right, you
bless
all right.
bless up, Marlon. Bless up,
Yeah,
bless
bless
up.
up, Marlon.
You playing with a Greek god?
Was he one of the tall ones? That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, Marlon. Yeah, he played with Coffee them. Yeah, Marlon. You know,
Yeah.
man. Big up Marlon.
Big up.
So, Tegan, with the Choices Association, can you kind of give us something on the next upcoming event that your association is involved in? What's next for you guys as far as the now? What you do know for sure is happening?
Well, what we're doing now is continuing doing local stuff on St. Croix in terms of this summer. We're gonna have our summer camp. We're gonna do it with combination with Sports Park and Recreation. Obviously, I work with Sports Park, so I gotta give a love to Commissioner White, Assistant Commissioner Renee Hansen. They're doing a great job. We're gonna have our annual summer camp, our lead summer camp, both girls and boys. So look out for the date. It's gonna be sometime in July once school's finish, stuff like that. We have 2 tournaments, 13 and under, a 15 and under tournament. Then our traveling team, 16U, is traveling to Orlando. Hopefully, we'll get everything done June 15th to the 21st. That's Father's Day. So hopefully, we'll be in Orlando competing again, trying to continue to represent in the tournament that we've won. So we want to make sure we represented ourselves well. This is a different group. Also, the 17U, which is the 16U from last year, now they're 17U. We're going to meet again, and we probably going to be in South Carolina July 1st to the 4th. That's going to be with Basketball Association Alliance and Guidance. So we're still waiting a word for that. It's not confirmed. Hopefully, that's one of our plans. And we're just going to continue to work and keep developing these youths and hopefully give them more exposure. And that's basically what we have now for Choices Basketball.
That's what's up.
Nice, very nice.
So lately, every day or every other day, you have been going live while your kids work out. Tell us the reason behind of that. Like why showcase and what your hopes in showcasing the kids and what you guys go through daily. You would like to come out from that.
Well, the number one thing is I wanted our athletes to see themselves on tape, because you can keep repeating the same thing over and over and over, but once they go on live and there's live footage of them on Facebook, they can actually, and I charge them to go and watch, and I ask them what they see. What are you seeing on tape? Because you can actually watch yourself and see some of the things that I'm trying to correct you with. You're actually doing it on tape. So that's a great tape for them, so they can go back and rewatch the practices. And then number 2, we just wanted to show the Virgin Islands community and everyone who's from the Virgin Islands in the mainland that we're here working. We're trying to get better. We're not LeBron James and Chris Paul them right now, but this is what it takes to get to the next level. So you gotta keep working. And by watching the progress of our youths, you can see every week somebody is getting better and better and better. And that's just the name of the game. You don't have to be good right now, but in the next 2 to 3 years, if you can take a normal player and now turn him into a collegiate player in 3 years, then you know what? We have done our job. And we have seen tremendous improvement with a lot of our players. Some a little bit behind, but we have seen many improvements. And you can see it on live. You can see it.
And you can, because I step in and watch some of your lives while I'm at my desk at work. I watch the boys them work out, do the shooting drill, dribbling drill, passing, everything, and you could definitely see some of the improvements from where you started the live to now. So you guys are doing a great job, down there in St. Croix, and keep it up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's,
man. It's
you
true.
gotta get better every day, and every day you get better. And like I say, the tape don't lie. So if I tell them something, hey, you ain't doing this right, I'm doing that wrong, blah 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 blah. All I gotta do is, hey, go home and watch the tape. Then they will understand what I see. Tape don't lie.
Definitely.
With your organization, are you open to combine with other non-profit organization to, if like a proposer from another non-profit organization approach you to, like, maybe, combine for a camp, a tournament, traveling, like.
For sure, P. I know where you're going. We've been doing that. That's I don't want to say that's the beauty about COVID, because COVID is not the beauty, but the fact that COVID happened, I was able to connect with Positive Guidance, which is Coach Bese, Nonprofit Association, with Alliance, which Coach Biggs and Sean, that's the Nonprofit Basketball Association at St. Croix. And many of time we've been kind of jockeying for the talent because we are three different organizations. And because of COVID, we was able to consolidate all the players to one. And I think the Virgin Islands, in terms of St. Croix, at least have become stronger, because now we have taken all the athletes on the island and we're not dividing. And we came together as one. And I think that's why 7 of our players that we took with us, U16 players, are actually playing in the States today. 2 won state championship in the state of Georgia. We've done a great job. I mean, with every tragedy and which COVID. Yeah, I know you didn't like that one, Pang Lab. But with every
Sound like me. You sound like me. You sound like me.
Yeah, I talk it fast like Bo.
Yeah, there's a S in that word that he got.
Tragedy. But the fact that, but seriously, the fact that COVID happened, you could have taken it as, you know what, COVID happened, that all of we stay in our house, forget about everything else, everybody fight for themselves, and we would have been cool. But the fact that we have looked at something like this and turned it into a positive, and now that we have kids playing in the States who are representing the Virgin Islands and winning championship, you gotta say, honestly, it's been a success.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. It's amazing, man. It's amazing.
Yeah, and we could definitely, well, I've had a chance to come down and see you in Orlando, see how you're in Orlando, and I just like the progression, man. I like to hear when you send me a text late night when you say now you win, or you definitely to keep us
Up to date.
up to date of what's going on, and keep us in tune with what's going on, so we appreciate that, and just love to hear the positive feedback, win or lose. It's always positive when your kids are getting better.
That's right.
That's true. That's true.
Definitely. And they get better with more and more exposure to competition. So I really like that they get to travel outside of the Virgin Islands, because I know when I was playing basketball, I think I only been on maybe 2 or 3 trips outside of the Virgin Islands where we got to experience other teams. And it's like really eye-opening too, when you see how far along those other players are compared to where we were, not necessarily as far as talent, but just the organization period. Like they were top notch, right? We would just run ball, and they had the lingo and all of that. They had plays. When we were exposed to that, it's like it changed us. It gave us a new perspective. Like we need to work on a lot of things. And we did that when we came back to the Virgin Islands after some of those tournaments that we participated in. So I think the more exposure that we give our kids, the more they realize, okay, there's a lot more that we need to work on to get to the level that we need to be. Yeah, you may have the talent, but not necessarily the ball knowledge and all of that. So, I definitely gotta thank you for giving the kids that exposure, because it's definitely needed. It's something we didn't have much of. So yeah, I commend you for that.
That's true. Yeah, it's important.
And also, it's important to, if you know, to the viewers, if you're watching and you're in some of these areas that our boys are playing in, is, you know, it's good to you know, try and make, you know, everybody have a life, everybody have work, everybody have, but if you could spare any time to, you know, try and make some of these games and support, you know, I know the kids will enjoy that, you know, like they could hear some accent in the audience, you know, screaming their praises and, you know, rooting them on. So I will say I've known Tegan, the player, for a long time. It was very enlightening. I was very impressed by meeting Tegan, the coach. You know, he does a real good job in coaching these kids, him and Basie and the rest of the staff, the coaching staff. So, you know, they could really use our support, you know, and just, you know, if I could ever make any games, you know, please do, you know, because we could use it.
Bless.
That's what you just said. Pang is very important. Is definitely the support. You know, we have a big, strong VI community in Orlando. You know, throughout Florida. You know, so you know, if everybody could get on board, and you know, when Tegan and the team and, you know, the rest of the coaches, Coach Basie, when they make those trips, man, we you know, the VI community definitely need to get together and come to the games and support. You know, bring food and, you know, invite the kids to, if they get any downtime, you know, we could have like a cookout and stuff like that. You know, a big support and help the kids them out. You know, a lot of the different countries do that for their players and stuff. When I played baseball, you know, I had a player from Taiwan, and we had a couple Latin players. And when we traveled to different cities, you know, the people that used to come out and support them, bring them food, bring them snacks, you know, and stuff like that. So we definitely could do that for the kids them as well too. You know, that big support.
Definitely.
In a few minutes, I gonna have to step away. I gotta go and pick up Mother's Day dinner. So
Pam, your mom up there?
No. She in back in Ohio. Not too long ago talked to her.
Okay. Tell her
Yeah,
happy
but
Mother's Day from Tegan.
I will get a chance to see her at the end of the month. She gonna be down in Orlando, so I will be down in Orlando for Carnival.
Orlando to have Carnival? Wow.
It'll be Memorial Weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, Orlando have Carnival.
When I first came to Jacksonville, I went down there a few times, but once I started going to Atlanta Carnival, I never went back to Orlando Carnival. But this is gonna be the first year I go into Orlando Carnival in probably about 20 years, or maybe a little less than that.
Okay. That's what's up.
So, Marlon asked a question. Would the website have the schedule of these games? I travel outside the country a lot for my job.
T, you want to answer that? You want me to answer that?
You can answer it, Carrie.
Okay. So we normally don't put the schedule of games on the website, but if you follow on Facebook, that's normally where you'll see those. But I will say that we can definitely do that. I will get with T, and once he gets the schedule, we can put it on the website. But Facebook is actually faster, right? Because once he gets the schedule, he puts all of that up. He'll let us know when they're playing and all of that and where. So
where on Facebook?
I would say follow Tegan. Follow Tegan on Facebook. And we also have our Choices Basketball page as well. So if you just type in Choices Basketball Association, follow our page as well. And then you'll get the information there. But I'll certainly try to get it on the website as well, so that those people who don't have access to Facebook will have it there.
Gotcha. And I think Mumba, you normally put it on the web the page as well, right?
Tegan usually do it, yeah. Because you and Tegan is admin as well too, so you know. So Tegan usually posts a lot. You know, I really be on Facebook, to be honest with you guys, man.
Mhm.
You know, so I don't really know what be going on Facebook. You know, so
Yeah, your page actually have a lot of posting. I like the fact that you allow Livewire and maybe like C Boogie, other platforms to post on a page, because you know the more the word to spread from our platform and other platforms, the more the word to spread, the more stuff we could accomplish and the more support we could get. So
yeah,
I just love that you allow that.
yeah, man. Give thanks,
Yeah,
man.
very true. Very
You
true.
know?
By the way, while we're on the website, let me just give my uncle a shout out, right? Because we never really acknowledge him. So the CBA website, it's on the screen, choicesbasketballassociation.org. It was actually created by my uncle, Keith Lee Mead. So shout out to him because he did this just out of his own generosity. I still want to do something nice for him, but he didn't charge us for this or anything. He just gave us his time and his talent, and all of this was done by him. So I want to say thank you, Uncle, for helping us with this and helping us get our website up and running. You know, we really appreciate you, and I definitely still want to do something nice for you. So thank you so much.
Bless up, Unc.
Yeah, definitely bless up, all, man. Thank you. And also, you. What about Dr. Bryson?
Yes, can't forget her. Yes, definitely. You know, I gotta say, shout out to Dr. Bryson because when I got the proposal together for the recreational center, I reached out to her and I said, "Will you review this for me? Give me some input." And she was just awesome. Like, always willing to help in any way that she can. She gave me a lot of individuals that I should contact who would love to help us with this project as well. So she has really been very influential and very instrumental. So thank you, Dr. Bryson. We just appreciate you so much. And you know, I'm going to be reaching out anytime I need to just brainstorm and get your input on things. And I really appreciate that you've just been there and willing to help. So thank you.
Bless
Definitely
up.
big up. Yeah, bless up, Dr. Bryson.
Yep, yep.
All right, you guys, I am going to step away, make a quick run and pick up this food. And this was good, very insightful information, Carrie Ann. Mumba, you enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy
Yeah, man.
the little bit of time you spend with your wife for the rest of the Mother's Day. Carrie Ann, enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day. Hail up Tegan for me. And to all the viewers, good night and see you on your next interview.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Appreciate
Enjoy
you,
the rest
Pang.
of your
Yeah,
Mother's
man.
Day.
All right, no problem. Now you take it easy.
You too,
All
man.
right.
Good
You too.
questions,
You
man.
too. So while we're still on the topic of the recreational center, I do want to throw this out there as well. So right now we are looking for support letters, right? So for those people who are watching, if you support us in getting this project done, I want to give you the opportunity to give us a letter of support. You can email that to choicesbasketball340@gmail.com. So that's choicesbasketball340@gmail.com. So just expressing, you know, that you support having a recreational center, that this is something that's needed for the Virgin Islands, for the kids, that you support this project moving forward. So that would be a great help. I've been reaching out to some individuals already, just asking them to help us. But if that's something that you support, that's another way that you can contribute and help us out in getting this done and getting it off the ground. So please do that ASAP. All right.
He said choices basketball at gmail.com.
340. Yeah. Choices basketball 340@gmail.com. Yeah. I assume you're putting it on the screen now for everybody who's watching so they can see
Yeah.
it.
So they can see
Awesome.
it. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
So Carrie, Tia coming back on. Real quick, kind of touch more and you have, you know, you just been a part of the, you know, CBA, you know, last year. You kind of really got involved, but kind of talk about your contribution and what you have done, you know, honoring some of the athletes from the Virgin Islands and the coaches. You know, a lot of viewers might not know, you know, the major contributions you have done and sacrifice and, you know, coming out of your own pocket to make some of these things happen. So can you kind of touch on that a little bit?
Sure, sure. So, like I said before, you know, for me, it's very important that I find ways to give back to the community that I came from, and the individuals that have just been very influential, not just in my life, but in the Virgin Islands as a whole. And really, for the last 2 decades, you know, it's something that I've really been focusing on. And I got to say, my brother has been, you know, one of the main individuals that I really tailored this off of, because he does so much. You know, he does a lot for the Virgin Islands. And there's so many people who do so much that just goes unnoticed, you know, and they don't get the appreciation that they deserve. So we definitely started with Mr. Miller. You know, he was very instrumental for the Lady Barras. He's been coaching female basketball players for such a long time, and we really wanted to honor him in some way. And so that was one of the first individuals that we've honored. You know, I don't like to talk about my financial contribution. I like to leave that out, you know, but, you know, I do what I can, right? If I can give to something and use my finances to get it done, then I definitely do that. I don't like to depend on the government. I don't like to depend on anyone for anything financially. So if I'm able to do it out of my own pocket, I definitely do it and get it done. And I don't like to broadcast that. I don't like to say anything about that, but I definitely do. You know, my
That's
brother.
our job. That's our job to do that for you.
Exactly. You know, my brother has done that
And
for years,
she's been
and
doing a great job. She's been
you
doing a
know,
great job.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know, I don't like to throw that out there that, oh yeah, I'm doing this out of my own. No,
Yeah,
I do
but
it.
it's
That's the only thing in this business. You once you are in the business of helping people, in terms of financially, you're always gonna be at a loss. But it's a loss in terms of numbers, but it's again in terms of raising people. So you just have to weigh what is more important to you. Is it the money? Or is it in terms of changing somebody's life? And at the end of the day, we both came from a Christian background and a God fearing home, and we believe in giving back. And
yeah,
whatever we gave back, we do trust and believe in God. He's going to multiply it 10 times fold, and we might not see it financially in terms of money, but we will see it in life, in terms of longevity, in terms of health, in terms of family. And I believe in that 1,000,000%. And yeah, it's not
yeah,
all about that financial dollar.
yeah. That, you know, and I know you guys very well, and that's why I pointed out, because it is very important, because, you know, eventually in the future, hopefully in the future, people recognize the sacrifices that, you know, both of you have made, you know, and like you said, and it's 100% true, you make an impact on people's lives, you know, but people got to know, like, you guys coming out of your own pocket. We don't want, you know, people getting credit for something that they're not a part of. You know, the viewers, they got to understand, like, Antigua, you kind of highlighted it many times in the past, like, the community is not behind sports 100% like other countries and stuff like other countries. They would get together and they would donate to honor a coach, you know, stuff like that. So hopefully in the future we could get to that point where, you know, one individual or two individuals don't financially have to come out their own pocket to honor an individual, you know. But, you know, like I said, I know you guys well, and you guys do it from your heart, and it's not about the money, you know. But, you know, people just gotta know, like, you know, is not few, but is many individuals doing a lot of good things, but, you know, it's separated in different avenues, and hopefully, you know, we all could get together, you know, the community, the Virgin Islands as one, where, you know, Tegan, you doing a lot for the kids. So hopefully in the future, years to come, you know, someone like Eugene Thomas, you know, that's somebody who definitely should have been, you know,
Yes, sir.
celebrated and honored,
Long
where
time.
everybody should have, you know, do it together, you know. So that's why I highlight that, because it's very important that a lot of people sacrifice their time and effort to help kids and create opportunities, you know, like yourself, Tiga, Coach Basie, and a lot of the other different coaches as well too, you know. So hopefully, you know, carry out what you're doing, you know, might be a spark, a spark plug for people to take notice and realize like the importance of honoring our coaches, because our coaches is like, sometimes they're the parents,
That's
they're
right.
like the second
Definitely.
parents, so
They're the parents away from home.
yeah,
They are.
yeah.
So yeah,
And
definitely.
yes, like Tegan said, he came home at 1 a.m. last night, this month,
Yeah, it was
so
tough.
it's like, he spent a lot of time away from his family and stuff like that. So, it's important that, we as a community, honor the different individual, a lot of the different coaches, players as well too, so
Yeah, definitely.
Facts.
And that's something I definitely have been emphasizing, is that we need to honor these individuals. We need to let them know that they're appreciated and that all their hard work hasn't gone unnoticed. So I was happy that, we got to honor Mac as well. He's another individual that's been doing so much in the Virgin Islands already, and he hasn't been honored. So I was happy last year we finally got that done. We got Tegan's jersey retired, trying to get Pang's jersey retired this year, but still waiting on the go ahead with that one. But we're definitely doing that, trying to honor different individuals. I want to start honoring some Lady Barras too, and but we're definitely doing that. And like I said, we
And we
have
got Adamumba for sure. Undefeated season. We can't forget you.
we ain't forgetting Mumba.
hey,
He said can't surprise him though, so we're gonna see how that work out. He said there's no way, so we're gonna see.
man, my time will come in the future, man, but
I want it to be a surprise, so he won't know what's going on, and we just see his facial expression when I can say I get you. Like he tell me I can't accomplish that, so we'll see.
I
We got
don't,
a challenge on the table.
I don't brag, but I'll say this: undefeated season, and be the
Yes.
first to win the Dora-Ken tournament.
For
You
sure,
know?
for sure.
So
I
I
mean,
could brag
you-
about that. I could brag about that over Tegan, but if it wasn't for me being around them, I wouldn't have that fire.
Nah,
To
you have
make
done
it
a great job,
accomplish.
and then
So
even going to the professional realm, you don't give yourself a lot of credit. And like I told you many a times, the day you had made it to your first pitching debut with Seattle Mariners, I already had a ticket. I would have been right there in the stands, But fate and everything happened for a reason. But man, you
yeah,
you had a hell of a career, so you should be celebrated as well. And
Definitely.
even when you and Pang and so ain't home, I talk about you guys so much to my youths. When you guys come home, they gonna wonder like, oh, that's the Mumba, that's the Pang. Yeah, that's how that guys gonna be like. You guys is like folklore to these guys.
yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. You know,
That's
Yeah.
how it
just
should
did my
be.
part,
And,
man.
and yeah, that's how it should be. And that's the legacy we need to lead. Like you always say, Mumba, each one teach one. But the history of the Virgin Islands is always getting left behind because the youths them are always growing up thinking nobody else before them have done this. And that's a
Yeah,
lie. Somebody did it before you. And what we need to do is highlight that person so he'll give the next generation strength that you can go beyond. And that's all we're trying to do. And that's what all of us trying to do. None of us have to do this right now. None of us
yeah,
have to be on this podcast at this time on Mother's Day right now. All of us could be in our own little realm with our family, sitting down and thinking, hey, we have already give our contribution to the VI. But we're not thinking like that. We're not thinking selfishly for ourselves. It's all
yeah.
about pouring out the message and setting a legacy for the next generation. And I'm just proud of, first of all, my sister, and she joining the program and coming in with us because she's taking this thing to a next level, even beyond the vision that I even had. And even for yourself, Mumba, creating this
Oh yeah, for
platform,
sure.
because this platform during COVID, you don't want to see St. Croix with this platform. When we miss a week,
Yeah,
Hmm.
dude,
yeah,
I couldn't walk around St. Croix. People had to see this platform. So you in your own way have created something that have attracted the entire Virgin Islands, and we just need to keep it going.
that me and you, because
Definitely.
I listen. If you
It
didn't
was
say
your idea.
yes,
It
it was
was
my
your idea.
idea. But if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have. It would have never been done if you had said no. So
I agree, but it was just your vision. And
no,
like I say, anything you guys are, I'm always a person like this. Anything you guys want to attain in terms of a vision, a lot of the people, and especially a lot of our own people, would like to say it's not attainable before you even try. I am one to flip the script. if you want to go to the moon, Mumba, I'm saying, how we gonna get there? What I need to bring so we to build that spaceship? Let me try.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like that.
All right, Elon Musk.
Even if we fail,
Elon Musk.
I'm gonna try. Even if we fail, I'm gonna try because you're not gonna know if you can attain it unless you give it a try. And that's just the person I am. I'm just gonna give it the best, and even if I don't attain what we're trying to reach, as long as I'm comfortable of doing the best I can go back to the drawing table and say, what did I miss? And just keep working. And that's what life is all about. Overcoming
Exactly.
adversities and just keep getting better every day.
No, it's true, man. It's true. I don't really talk about my accomplishments because it's like, like I just try and give back, man. Because I'll be 100% honest, man. Listen, if like when I went to complex, right? I was playing in the same team with UT again. I had no aspirations of going to college. I just said I wanted to be a professional athlete, but I had no aspirations. It was like when I saw you like creating your team, working so hard trying to get a scholarship. Like I was like, I seen it firsthand. I see Hayward with the video camera coming to games. I
Yep.
seen it. Is your work ethic and your drive for you want to do with your career kind of motivated me. I was like, man, you know what? I want to do this. Like honestly, for real. And that's just the truth. So it's like, like I always look at my accomplishments like, man, I was just lucky, man, to be around some individuals that really, really catapulted me. See the way Pang, like
Yep.
I said,
Yep.
when I was in art, I wasn't playing no basketball. I was a baseball guy, and I was at Cross who was a baseball, and seeing Pang play and how the gym was cheering for him, I was like, man, I want to be a basketball player. And then going to complex and him making me play at his picking me to play on his lunch league team gave me the confidence
Gave you
because
that start.
yeah, yeah, you know how Pang was. Pang was the man. You know what I'm saying? He was like larger than life. So to I like just helped me in so many ways. You know what I'm saying? On top of all my other friends, Joe Harrigan and stuff like that. But honestly, man, so I just humble and I'm lucky. And I just say, I could just all I want to do is just help other kids, man. They say
I
whatever
agree.
you help me and how Pang helped me and all the other people helped me. So that's what
And
we
I
do.
must be honest before you get into this. I know you want to say something, but I'll listen from Coach Hayward because he gave us
Facts.
all a confidence that a lot of us didn't know we had. Because he was the one who was bringing these tapes and saying, "Yeah, I need to get you in college. I need to." We didn't know these things. He played college ball, so he was the one who was actually seeing outside the box in terms of we going beyond Virgin Island basketball and pursuing a higher level of basketball and education.
True.
And as you know, Hayward, he was a no nonsense guy. You had to pass, you had to be a good student, and you had to do things the right way. So, setting that foundation of discipline, all of us have to give that credence to Hayward.
Facts.
He was really a godsend to all of us. But without him, none of us would have been where we at. None of us. So I'm only following the footstep that he imprinted on my life, and I was lucky enough to show you a part of what I'm doing, and now you are continuing it, and that's how the generation move forward. We just gotta keep learning from each other and just try to better it for the next generation, and that's how we gonna get great. That's how we gonna put the VI on the map.
That's true. That's true.
Yep. I was just gonna say that, that's the importance of all of us doing our part because you never know who's watching you, and someone may look at you and get inspired to be involved in the way that you're involved or get to the level that you're at. I can say for me, our parents didn't go to college, Kev. It was you. You were the first one to actually go to college. And for me, when I saw you make it to college, that gave me a lot of confidence. All of a sudden, I
Yeah.
felt like, okay, yes, I always had this dream that I'm going to be a lawyer and I know I have to go to college to get it done. But when I saw you do it, it just solidified in me. My brother did it. Okay, I could do it too.
You can
You
do
know
it
what I
too.
mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so just
You have
being
an example. You have a flesh and blood
exactly,
example, and that's the beauty
exactly.
about it. And that's
Yeah.
why
Yep.
I would say to guys like Tim Duncan and Roger Bell, who I know very well, sometimes donating ain't always have to be about money. Sometimes donating only have to be your presence. And the fact that the next generation of Virgin Islanders can touch you, you can inspire so many other Virgin Islanders just being in the same room as you, because they can just look at you and say, wow, if he can do it, I can do it. And that will
Exactly.
empower them to even go further. And that's just the end game.
Exactly. What you were gonna say, Mumba?
No, I was gonna say it's funny you said that, Kara, because I don't know if Tia remember, but excuse me, when he went to college his freshman year, and we used to talk, I used to always ask him, he'd be like, Tia, you think I could play college? You think I could play college? I used to always ask him that all the time. It's funny you said that. Somebody asked about the website, and I have it up right here. So the CBA website is choicesbasketballassociation.org. And also the CBA email is choicesbasketball340@gmail.com. So make sure if you guys got a chance, copy it, write it down. And if you guys could share it on your Facebook page as well, make sure you guys share it as well too. But that's the website, so you guys could support, and also you guys could donate as well too.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you guys happen to forget after this episode, we're on YouTube and we're on Facebook. So you can always go back to the episode and find the information. And we do have a Facebook page as well. Just type in Choices Basketball Association. It has the link to the website and everything that you need there as well. So many ways that you could find us. So utilize those.
Yes, sir. And I also have my personal YouTube page. Let me put a plug, because I've been getting a lot of subscribers lately who are not from the Virgin Islands. Kind of crazy. But I do a lot of my training and one-on-one and ball handling and shooting drills on my YouTube page. So you can check me out at Coach Teagan on YouTube and just add me as your subscriber. And then even your son, your daughter can learn from some of my ball handling skills and stuff like that. Just watch some of my videos. I have a lot of videos up there. Just ways how I train, ways how I work out, how I shoot, how I ball handle, different things. Anything helps in terms of helping you get better. And I'm just going to continue putting content up there.
Definitely.
Nice,
you should put a plug for your personal page too. You have Kevin, Coach T Shepherd.com.
That's the Patreon. Didn't I have a Patreon page? I haven't checked that in a while, but I'm putting everything on YouTube.
That's on your website.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm doing most of my my posting on YouTube. And I'm gonna start back up with my I used to have like a little workout section where I do like 25 minutes to 35 minutes to 40 minutes workout. Something simple, a little hit workout. So if you don't have a lot of time, you can jump in, do a little exercise, get a little routine in. Nothing too crazy that you can't do. Statistics is coming out that you should do at least 30 minutes of some type of physical activity, especially since the COVID is coming out. And that will keep the COVID away. Everybody should really start looking at their physical health and do some type of physical activity. So I'm doing a lot of things like that. So stay tuned.
Nice, man. Very nice.
And I can attest to his skills. Okay, I joined a few of his classes when I was on vacation. Let me tell you, like, I remember the first one that I saw, I didn't participate. I just watched, and I was thinking to my head, man, that looks so easy. You know what I mean? Then I joined them. I did like 3 sessions with them, right? 2 or 3 sessions. Listen, I was sweating like crazy. It's not as easy as it looks, but it's very effective.
Nope.
Like,
it's not as easy as it looks.
But very effective. I gotta tell you, like, I was sweating. The pounds definitely dropped. Like, I came back in good shape. I was like, normally I gain so much weight when I go St. Croix, but this time I actually lost weight. So hey, it's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I have my little workout crew. I have one young lady. She have lost close to 70-something pounds, Mumba.
Wow.
But she's all in. She doesn't miss a workout, and she has her food and chat and everything, and she's doing an amazing job. I mean, I'm so proud of her, and a lot of my ladies, they're losing a lot of weight. But what I tell people when I work you out, even though losing weight is fun and you want to see pound drop, working out is not so much about losing weight. It's about creating a lifestyle. And as long as you create a lifestyle, you shouldn't really worry so much about losing weight. The weight is going to automatically drop. It's about you creating a positive habit to find something to just get away from the norm. And believe me, you're gonna get in quicker shape than anything possible. If you just losing weight because you want to go in a wedding dress and go to Juve because you want to be in a two-piece and to the beach, it ain't gonna last because you're doing it for superficial reason. If you're doing it for a lifestyle, you don't need to worry about weight because the day you miss 2 or 3 workouts, you're gonna feel sick. You need it. It's part of you. And that's where most people who are looking to lose weight, you need to make it a lifestyle, a habit. And losing weight is going to be easy than just going on the scale every day, driving yourself crazy that you're not losing enough weight.
That's true.
Yeah,
So
definitely,
true.
definitely.
So, anything else about the CBA you want to get out to the public? Anything that we haven't touched on?
Well, we pretty much cover everything. I think we did an immaculate job today.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
don't need to overbear it. We did an hour and a half. I thought we were going an hour, but we did a very good job. It was a very easy hour and a half, I must say. But from you and Mumba and my sis, you guys did a very good job covering everything. So I think the public is aware of what we're doing.
Yeah, that's true. And we just continue to push it. Talk
Yeah,
about
I
it.
agree. I agree. And I think the one thing I want to highlight though is that the Elite Podcast is also a part of CBA. I don't think Mumba mentioned it, so you should touch on that a little bit.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
That
yeah.
was your idea, so go ahead.
First of all, I apologize when I mentioned that. Trust me, man. I got so much stuff going on in my life, man. I'd be forgetting a lot of stuff. So no excuses. That's just facts. But yeah, the Elite Podcast is part of the CBA, man. Like I mentioned earlier, man, I admire, I respect what Tegan have done, for the youth there, man. I can't stop saying it. I will continue to say it for the rest of my life. So and Tiga, myself, Pam, we the Elite Podcast, and um what the Elite Podcast stands for is just preserving history, giving back, giving people a chance to tell the story. Sometimes we talk about different stuff. We mentioned carry on setting up, honoring the different athletes and the coaches on the Elite Podcast have hosted and live stream it as well too. So so I came up with the idea where we just just come together and we just a representation of the CBA, since we we stream a lot of different videos and we podcasting and stuff like that. So we just representing the CBA. CBA is the foundation, and we just adding on just to help in whatever way possible. Sometimes video, and image travels far, and we on YouTube, we on Facebook. A lot of individual tune into the Elite Podcast that might not have heard of the CBA. So might as well, make sure we talk about the CBA and be a part of the CBA as well too. So we just want big family, and we doing whatever it takes just to help the youths them of the VI, man. That's what it's all about. Tiga said something important. A lot of legends from the Virgin Islands have made it, in different sports, so then they could give back, and it's not even something about financial. It's just about the knowledge and the wisdom and networking and just creating connection, and let us take it from there. So the Elite Podcast, we just trying to just help the youths. Everything is for the youths, and everything is for the coaches that have sacrificed their time for their family, and their loved ones and stuff like that. So we all a part. Big family.
Facts.
Definitely.
Beautiful.
And I can tell you the Elite Podcast is very important, okay? Because just like Tegan said, when the show is not on, I definitely hear it too. Like what's going on with the show? Is there a show today? When y'all coming back? So, just want to say we gotta definitely keep that going, because so many people in the Virgin Islands look forward to the Elite Podcast. So definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially Dr. Bryson. We gotta give a lot of love to Dr. Bryson. She calls me every week. I need to be on, but sometimes because of my schedule, man, I'd be so. I'm gonna try to make as much as possible, but if I miss, just excuse me. I do have a lot going on as well, but I'm gonna try to be on as much as possible.
Yeah, Tegan does a lot, man. We all do a lot. So, like I said, we just gonna make the best out of it. And the main focus of the podcast is just, creating opportunities for the youths then, man. So you might see me on by myself, you might see me on Tiganan, you might see me on Pangan, So, but Tegan does a lot. We all know Tegan does a lot. You do a lot, you know what I'm saying? So we just got to make sure the public knows like what you're doing. A lot of times you're traveling with the teams. You up in the States. You're coaching. You got the training classes. You hosting the softball games, the baseball games.
Yep.
That's why it's important that we definitely highlight what you're doing because you're doing so much. You're doing so much for the community. You've been doing so much since you've been a professional basketball player, man. So it's important that the people then see what you're doing, and hopefully everyone can find it in the goodness of their heart just to contribute in whatever way possible. Because everything we're doing is for the youths, then and it's for the coaches then that made the sacrifices. And this is a non-profit organization, so everything is for the youths and the future. We not gonna be here to enjoy it, but we're gonna be the spark. We're gonna be the spark plug. You have been the spark plug, Tegan. Myself and Kerry Ann have hopped on, and we're gonna do our best to help you and take some pressure off you and some weight off you. As well as Jelani and Coach Haywood, Dr. Bryson, Ball, Pang, and everybody else who have helped in whatever way possible. So,
Yes, sir. Bless up with that. Bless up. We need that. We need
Definitely.
that support.
That sounds like the power squad right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and so that's the Elite Podcast, man. Like I said, we honor people, but sometimes we're gonna have shows talking about different stuff as well too, so we have branched off and we have kind of expanded our wings and stuff. Myself and Tegan and Pang, and I've run some ideas by Kerry Ann as well. We had some discussion behind the scenes about growing the podcast, and hopefully in the future it'll grow, but right now, it's just us, and as time goes on, hopefully, the podcast become bigger where we could create opportunities as well for individuals and stuff like that. It just takes time, baby steps. But right now, the main focus is CBA, and everything. So, Kerry Ann is the she's the head honcho. She don't.
Yeah.
She call you. She definitely texts you and asks questions, and she definitely gonna be on top of you. She has been on top of me. We have kind of butted heads on many occasions, and that's just part of it. When somebody's passionate about giving back to kids, we are gonna bump heads, we are gonna have disagreements, we are gonna be frustrated. That's just part of human behavior and stuff like that. But in the end, we all care and we want the best for the youths then, so.
And let me say one thing, Jabari, if you're watching, answer my call. You're running from me. We need you on this podcast ASAP. Jabari Brown, pick your phone up.
Yeah, so hopefully we got Jabari on, in time. We definitely get him on.
Send me his number, man. I will get you on.
Mama, before you go, that picture behind you is I need to know what picture that is. It's catching my eye.
No, it's a picture of African. I don't know. It's a black lady, and she have her eyes closed and natural hair. I saw it in the I cited Ross. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna get that picture, man. That's a nice, powerful picture. Kind of represents Mother Africa. The herbs.
Okay.
The strong black woman. Because at the end of the day, a black woman is the most strongest person in the world. Men might rule the world, but a black woman is the strongest. They start the revolution. They'll be in the front and center. They're gonna definitely fight, and they definitely show loyalty more than any individual, man. If you see a chicken with her chicks, don't come near her. She's gonna attack. Same thing with a woman, man. The woman is the strongest person in the world. So it just represents strength and everything. It represents my mother. It represents Kerry Ann. It represents everybody, every strong black woman. And the list goes on. It represents everybody.
Beautiful segue for our Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. I don't even have to argue with that for today. We actually agree on something.
You're absolutely right. I like stuff like that, man. When I saw it, I said that's catching my eye. because I know
Yeah.
it signifies something. You ain't just had it up on the wall just to be there. So I figure that have some kind of significant meaning.
Yeah. That's what it is, man. That's, strength and honor. So
Yeah,
a
that's a
woman
power.
carry, yeah, a woman carry the baby for 9 months, 10 months, 8 months, 6 months. They deal with a lot and stuff like that. We could, I mean, so it represents all of that, man. So
That's blessed, blessed.
That's awesome.
yeah,
All right,
man.
so I think we cover everything. I mean, I know people gotta get back to their mom and do their duty. So who want to take we out?
Happy Mother's Day, Carrie. And you're the only
Look,
female
look,
out here,
I
so
already knew. I already knew it was coming. I already knew.
you,
I was just
yeah,
You
waiting.
got
I
to
was
we
like,
out. You gotta take we
Mama
out.
gonna delegate this to me. Watch.
the only female. Happy Mother's Day.
That's fine.
That's right.
All right. So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Lead Podcast. Thank you for taking some time away from Mother's Day to join us and hear what we had to say about CBA. I definitely encourage all of you to support us in our goals and our missions. Again, the website is choicesbasketballassociation.org. And if you support our recreational center proposal, you can send letters of support to us, choicesbasketball340@gmail.com. That will definitely help. So definitely support, right? And any other information you need, we do have a Facebook page, Choices Basketball Association. If you just search for that, you'll find it. All right. So please continue to support us. We thank you for tuning in. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms that's joining us today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day, and everybody just take care, stay safe, and peace and love. We out.